In this lecture, we will develop a method which is the extension of the characteristic method to solve the first order nonlinear PDEs. General nonlinear equations or general nonlinear PDEs. The general first order nonlinear PDE has the form f of x, y, u, ux, uy equal to 0. That is a general first order PDE in two independent variables x and y and one dependent variable u has the form f of x, y, u, ux, uy equal to 0, or it can be represented as f of x, y, u, p equal q equal to 0, where we know that p is equal to uh, dou u by dou x and q equal to dou u by dou y, that is ui, right? Now let us one. Here we are going to develop a method to find the solution of this general nonlinear PDEs. Okay, we already discussed a method of characteristics to solve the quasi-linear PDE. The method here we are going to discuss is the generalization of that characteristic method, right? So we have to find the solution or the integral surface u equal to u of xy of this nonlinear PDE. So in this method, suppose we are consider a point x naught, y naught, u naught on the integral surface u equal to u of xy. So we are considering a point x naught, y naught, u naught on the integral surface. So to obtain the integral surface u equal to u of x, first we have to find the characteristic equations, right? So for that we have to find the slope of a characteristic curve on the integral surface passing through this point. That is, we have to find slope of the characteristic curve means xt, yt, ut, etc. So we have to find the slope of a characteristic curve on the integral surface passing through the point x naught, y naught, u naught. So we have to find the characteristic curve. So for that we have to find the slope of the characteristic curve on the integral surface passing through the point x naught, y naught, u naught. Okay. In the case of quasi-linear PDEs, we have obtained the slopes of the characteristic curves xt, yt, and ut directly from the given quasi-linear PDEs. Okay. So here to find this, let us consider the tangent plane of the integral surface u equal to u of xy at the point x naught, y naught, u naught. We know the equation of the tangent plane. Let us write the equation of the tangent plane to the integral surface passing through the point x naught, y naught, u naught. We know the tangent plane of the integral surface u equal to u of xy passing through the point x naught, y naught, u naught is nothing but x minus x naught into ux. Here u is a function of x and y. So u is the dependent variable and x and y are the independent variables. So x minus x naught into ux plus y minus y naught into uy, which is equal to u minus u naught. So this is the equation of the tangent plane in the integral to the integral surface passing through x naught, y naught, u naught. That is, we can write this as x minus x naught into p plus y minus y naught into q equal to u minus u naught. Right. Number test 2. Now at the point x naught, y naught, u naught, we have the given PDE. One can be written as it is f of x naught, y naught, u naught, p q equal to 0. So actually this is a two parameter family. So from this we get we can write q is equal to q is a function, q is a function, we can write q as a function of x naught, y naught, u naught and p. That means p and q at this point x naught, y naught, u naught are not independent. Okay, that is q and p at the point x naught, y naught, u naught are not independent. Okay, so p and q are independent functions. Okay, so from this equation, so we have this is, let this be number 3. Now from this equation, this is actually we have, this is the tangent plane at x naught, y naught, u naught to the integral surface. Okay, so we will get here we can replace this q by this. So q is a function of p itself. So in this case this will be depending on p, right? So this will be the equation of tangent planes, which is a one parameter family. Okay, so we since we can replace this q by a function of p. So from equation number 2 or we can write this. 2 defines a one parameter family. That parameter will be p. Okay, that one parameter family of tangent planes to the integral surface at the point x naught, y naught, u naught. Such a family 2 defines a cone which is called Monge cone. This name is given to honor a French geometrician, Gaspard Monge. Gaspard Monge. So this family of tangent planes is called Monge cone. It will defines a cone which is called Monge cone. So thus the curve we need to find in the tangent plane is the generator of this Monge cone. Okay, so we have to find the generator of this Monge cone. So to find this generator of the Monge cone, so first we have to differentiate this with respect to p, this equation with respect to p. So to find, so we will get differentiating this equation with respect to p, we will get x minus x naught into 1 plus y minus y naught into dq by dp is equal to derivative of this with respect to is 0. So we get this. To find the generator of the Monge cone, first we differentiate equation number 2 with respect to p. Then we get what, x minus x naught, we get x minus x naught plus y minus y naught, there was p is q, so dq by dp which is equal to 0. So differentiating u minus u naught we get 0. Okay, number it as 4. Now assume that f is not degenerate, that is fp square plus fq square never vanishes. Okay, that is we are assuming that f is not degenerate, that is fp square plus fq square is not equal to 0 or not vanishes. So we can assume without loss of generality for this condition, we can assume fq is not equal to 0. Without loss of generality, we can assume fq not equal to 0. Then by implicit function theorem, implicit function theorem we have q dash of p is equal to minus fp divided by fq. This is since we have our f equal to, we have the implicit function is if f is a function of x, y and z with z is the dependent variable and x, y are independent variables, then dou f by, sorry, dou z by dou x by implicit function theorem is dou z by dou x is nothing but minus fx divided by fz. Also we have dou z by dou y is nothing but minus fy divided by fz. So this is the implicit function theorem. But here we have f is equal to, in equation number 3 we have f is equal to is a function of x naught, y naught, u naught, p and q equal to 0. This is our equation number 3. So we have f is a function of x naught, y naught, u naught, p and q. Where x naught, y naught, u naught are constants. So f is a function of p and q. So by implicit function theorem we can write dou q by we have p is depends upon q or q is depends upon p. We already found that q and p are not linearly, not independent. So we can q is a function of p. So dou q by dou p will be, by implicit function theorem we have, that is minus fp divided by fq. So dou q by dou p is nothing but here dp by dq divided by dp or equal to minus fp divided by fq, or q dash p equal to, so this q dash p equal to minus fp divided by fq. Okay, it is actually q is a function of p only here in this case. So we can write like this. So by implicit function theorem we have this q dash p equal to minus fp divided by fq. So number test 5. Now replacing this value in the previous equation is this x minus x naught plus y minus y naught into dq by dp equal to 0. So we can replace dq by dp, that is q dash p here. Okay, so we will get, in equation number 4 implies x minus x naught plus y minus y naught into dq by dp. So it can be replaced by this. So we'll get here negative of minus fp divided by fq equal to 0. So from this we get x minus x naught is equal to y minus y naught, or minus y minus y, sorry, plus y minus y naught fp divided by fq. So this is nothing but x minus x naught divided by fp, which is equal to y minus y naught divided by fq. Number test 6. Okay, so from this we get xt is equal to fp and yt is equal to fq. So we have obtained the slopes for x and t, x and y, that is xt and yt. Now to obtain the slope for u, that is ut, we can use the family of tangent planes, that is equation number 2 we have towards x minus x naught into p plus y minus y naught into q equal to u minus u naught. So partially differentiating with respect to t, here we get p into xt minus 0 plus q into yt minus 0 equal to ut minus derivative of q naught is 0. So we can replace these xt and yt by these equations. Okay, so from this we get p into xt is fp plus q into yt, that is fq, equal to ut. So we obtained the slopes for x, y and u. That therefore, that is we are obtained, we have, therefore we have three differential equations of characteristic curves which are xt equal to fp, xt equal to fp, yt is equal to fq, and ut is equal to fp plus q into fq. Here these are functions of x, y, u, p and q. That is fp. This is actually xt equal to fp of x, y, u, p, q, and also fq of x, y, u, p, etc. Okay, so we have obtained these uh, differential equations for characteristic curves. But in the case of nonlinear PD, this is not actually, we have to find the equations for P and Q also. Here in the case of nonlinear PD, we have to find the values for P and Q also. That we can discuss in the next lecture. Okay, thank you.